Hello, everybody. Hello. So glad to see so many folks here today. Happy Saturday. We are in our second to last day of our fabulous Next Generations week that we've been enjoying all week and cannot wait for the Next Generations week, which we will have sometime this summer. Welcome, everybody, to the Daily Antidote of Song. We are here, as many of you know, every single solitary day at 12 noon Eastern, singing one song together, finding a little bit of happy space or community space or thinking space. I want to welcome everybody out there on Facebook Live. Hello, Facebook Live. Mercy, can you say hello, Facebook Live? Hello. Hello, Facebook Live. And let's say hi to everybody in the room. Hello to Nora, who's going to be singing with us today. Nora Brown, hello. Hey. Hello to Aaron, who's running the tech for us today. Aaron Geyer, thank you. Hello to Anna Alter from Some Alternative Roots, who is going to be our co-host for the day. Hi, Deborah in Kentucky. Hi, Dan in Virginia. Hi, Dally in Maryland. Hello, Annette in California and Carol in Connecticut. Hello to Kim in Vancouver from the Ubuntu Choirs Week. Thanks for being here again. Kathy in Virginia, hello, looking very snazzy. Hello to Sheila in Florida. Arlene in California, hello. Sorry, Karen in Oregon, hello. Michelle and Steve, glad you're with us again today. Hi, Kathleen in Albuquerque. Great to actually hear your voice yesterday. Susan in Ohio, hello, glad to see you. Bonnie, hello, in Idaho. Jamie in Victoria, hello. You know what, let's just take a breath in the middle just for kicks. Ready? Ooh. Turns out your breath runs out faster when you're holding someone on your lap. Jamie in Victoria, hello, thank you for being here today. There's Nicola in the UK. Nicola, thank you for joining. Hello, Carolyn in Idaho. Barry Galiff in Maryland, hello. The portrait painter extraordinaire. That is the gentleman who's responsible for that gorgeous painting of the Daily Antidote of Song. Thank you, Barry. Hello, Luda in Victoria, great to see you. Lisa in Indiana in her car, not looking at the screen, hello. Hello to Anne in Maryland, great to see you. And Lynn in Connecticut, giving the doggy the grooming, nice to see you. So hello to Lynn and also Darla the doggy. Al in I'm not sure where Al is from, but he's definitely jamming away on his guitar again, ignoring me completely. Fred in DC Labor Chorus, glad you're here today. Beth, hello, nice to see you today. And Kevin in New Hampshire, who is outside showing us the beautiful sky. Kevin, it is great to see your gorgeous sky in New Hampshire today. Luby, hello, also coming in from the UK, nice to see you today. And Tom in Victoria, hello. Pete and Janet in Toronto, hello, nice to have you guys today. Nancy hiding behind her Irish cow in Washington State. Trish, hello, nice to see you today. I think Vancouver, but I always forget. Lisa, got it. Yes, no, maybe so. In BC in any case. Hello, Lisa. Oh, Lisa, we said hi. Hindi in Toronto. And hello to folks off video. Sarah, Catherine, Barbara, Chris and Andy coming in from Oregon. Oh, I bet that's Andy, Anna's sister. Hello to Jane in Silver Spring, Joni. Campbell coming in from Cambridge. And anybody else who's joined the room who I didn't get, thank you so much for being here today. Super, super glad that you are all here to sing along with this fabulous, amazing, wonderful young woman who I have been following and think is terrific. I'm going to turn it over to Anna from Some Alternative Roots to intro our artist today. Thank you, Anna.
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Joe. Oh my gosh. Today is really cool. We have someone extra special with us. Nora Brown is, she plays banjo, and I have on here, I didn't double check, but accordion, which I am learning how to play. That's cool if that's true. Ukulele, banjo seems to be, you know, just, it seems to just, everything pours out of her body into her banjo, and it's magnificent. She's studied with a whole bunch of magnificent banjo players like Alice Gerard and John Cohen, Mark Simus, Clifton Hicks, Lee Sexton, George Gibson, and the list continues. How does someone that is so young and magnificent have time to spend all of that time learning from these great people? I don't know. We'll have to ask. She plays solo. She plays with other people in different kinds of combinations. She had an album that came out in 2019 called Cinnamon Tree. I have on here that she spent a lot of time focusing on Eastern Kentucky and Tennessee banjo styles, but perhaps has branched out into other things, singing ballads and old time tunes. And also, kind of really cool, she has done A Tiny Desk at Home, which came out a couple months ago, with like over 400,000 views. Only 100,000 of those were from me, and did a TED Talk a couple years ago that was about 300,000 views. And holy crap, yay! Welcome, Nora!
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. Yeah, a lot of the music I play is very anti sing along. So whenever I get a chance to lead something like this, it's so fun. So fun. Yeah.
Welcome. Would you like to start with your song?
Yes, I'd love to. You mentioned Alice Gerard a little earlier, and Alice actually did produce my debut album, and I've also been lucky to spend some time with her. She's been helped me work on my singing voice and just just performing in general. So, yeah. For those who don't know who Alice is, she was probably most known for her duo, Hazel and Alice, which they were a old-time bluegrass kind of singing duo that, they were kind of very popular in the like folk revival period. And I would say that they're really the pioneering woman in old-time music and bluegrass music. And yeah, like I said, it's been super lucky to spend some time with Alice. She's such a legend. And this is a song that actually was written by Hazel Dickens, and they used to do that in their band. But I also, more recently, I've kind of taken some of the, not necessarily the arrangement, but as you do notice, I am playing guitar today. I will play a little snippet of some banjo stuff because I know, people like to hear banjo. But I thought it would be best to lead this on guitar. And I kind of take some of my playing this style for this song from the duo Anna and Elizabeth, one of my favorite bands. And yeah, that's all I think I have to say. So now I'll kind of go through the chorus a little bit. Most people probably know the song. If you're familiar with old time music or bluegrass, you probably heard this. But I think if you haven't, then that's cool too, and we can work through it together right now. So it's gonna be in the key of G, and I'll sing the chorus once, and then we can work through it just a little bit before we get into it. So the chorus will go like this. Alright, let me play the end of the verse and you can see how it moves into it. I go, before I go, dear Christian brothers, won't you come and sing for me? Okay, and here's the chorus. Oh, sing those hymns we sang together, that plain little church with the benches all worn. Oh, how dear to my heart, how precious the moments we stood shaking hands and singing those songs. So that's the basic chorus there. So let's go over one more time. And this is also a song that's very susceptible to cool harmonies. So if you're a singer, then please feel free to kind of, I know we're on Zoom, but I mean, that kind of makes it better in that. Well, no, not better, but it's an interesting dynamic because then you're not, you don't get confused by, singing with someone in the same room. Sometimes you're so connected singing that you can, slip over to someone else's part and stuff like that. So this is, a good way to, practice your harmony singing. Anyways, let's try that a little bit slower, and this time you can try to sing along. So it's, sing those hymns we sang together, that plain little church with the benches all worn. Oh, how dear to my heart, how precious the moments we stood shaking hands and singing those songs. Okay, I think we should get into it now. So, okay, I think pick up the pace a little bit. You guys can see the guitar now. Alright. I feel the shadows now upon me. Oh, and bright angels beckon to me. Oh, before I go, dear sisters and brothers, won't you come and sing for me? Oh, sing those hymns we sang together, that plain little church with the benches all worn. Oh, how dear to my heart, how precious the moments we stood shaking hands and singing our song. My burden is heavy, my way has grown weary. Oh, I have traveled a road that is long, and it would ease my poor heart, dear brothers, if you come and sing one song. Oh, sing those hymns we sang together, that plain little church with the benches all worn. Dear to my heart, how precious the moments we stood shaking hands and singing our song. Oh, in my home beyond the dark river, oh, your dear face is no more will I see. Oh, until we meet where there's no more sad parting, oh, won't you come and sing for me? Oh, sing those hymns we sang together, that plain little church with the benches all worn. How dear to my heart, how precious the moments we stood shaking hands and singing our song. Oh, dear to my heart, how precious the moments we stood shaking hands and singing our song. One more chorus. Oh, sing those hymns we sang together, that plain little church with the benches all worn. Oh, how dear to my heart, how precious the moments we stood shaking hands and singing our song. Oh, how dear to my heart, how precious the moments we stood shaking hands and singing our song. There we go. Tagged it a little too early there, but we got it. Oh, I like the hands.
Thank you so much, Nora. That was just the perfect song choice ever in the universe. And I really love the way it makes so much like another daily antidote theme song, because this has been this space that we've created where, despite the fact that none of us have ever really met, it feels like we've all touched hands and touched hearts, and like we have this space that's the precious moment. And so Nora, I'm just like, I was singing, my whole heart was in that. And it was really, really, really great to hear. Thank you so, so much.
Yeah, of course. I love that song so much. It's perfect for, I mean, it's about singing together, and it works really well with a lot of voices. So.
And the harmonies were really right there too. You got that exactly right. So it was really fun to play around with that. So, you know, we're here in this Next Generations week. And so we kind of had a little bit of a joke on the day that Sam Amidon played with us, because he said he wasn't really sure he fit into the week anymore. He's 39, about to turn 40. So he said like he kind of like was maybe just going to miss it. And you are the other end of our spectrum today. For folks in the room who don't know, Nora is 15 years old and has been doing this, Nora, I think since 12. performing 11? When did you kind of start performing in person?
Yeah, probably something like that. Probably 12. Yeah.
And I kind of hesitate to bring it up because I kind of feel like to some extent the sort of whole like young banjo player would maybe get a little tiring, and you'd like to just be called great banjo player or amazing banjo player. But it is remarkable the amount of wisdom. And I mean, even just this song, singing a song about the ages and, you know, the depth of old songs. It's incredible what you bring to it, and really admirable and really inspiring to all of us oldsters in this room. But I know also to a lot of young people too. And thank you so much for being exactly who you are. Can we all please thank Nora?
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah.
So is there anything else you'd like to chat about that song in particular, or would you like to chat a little bit about what you're going to do next?
I don't, somebody did mention something in the chat that I would like to restate. I don't know. But I just wanted to say that, yeah, Hazel Dickens was a really incredible songwriter. A lot of like very common, like especially like bluegrass songs you'll hear like often in big bluegrass bands, like you don't know it, but there are a lot of songs that are written by Hazel Dickens, and but it's interesting to kind of find that out after you know the song. But yeah, I just wanted to say that really quick. But yeah, I think I'll play like a little bit of just a quick instrumental tune. It's called Coal Creek March, and this is a tune I got from Roscoe Halcomb, who is a great banjo player from Daisy, Kentucky. And I actually learned this from a friend, Eli Smith, who runs Jalopy Records at the Jalopy Theater, which is a venue in Red Hook, Brooklyn. And yeah, so I enjoy this song because there's a lot of different versions of this tune, Coal Creek March. You can hear Pete Steele playing it, and I mean, there's actually a lot of Coal Creek related names of old time tunes. You can hear like Last Payday at Coal Creek or stuff like that, because there were a lot of events that happened at the Coal Creek mining facility, including a large protest against the use of felon labor in the mines, which, you know, obviously is not good or fair to anyone except the people that are running the business. But, you know, obviously that's taking jobs, and that's just extremely wrong for the people, for the felons. But there was a large protest, and people marched up to the offices of I struggle for like a word to say, like the businessman, I don't even know what to say, like the runner of the company. And they were like, we demand that, you know, this practice stop happening. They actually held him at gunpoint, and believe it or not, I believe that they were successful in their efforts. And like I said, there were a lot of events at Coal Creek, some terribly tragic mining disasters where many people died, and that was another reason for protests. But I believe that this specific version is referencing that protest, but then again, I'm not sure, because there are a lot of amazing and terrible things that happened at the location, and worthy of songwriting and worthy of remembering and retelling stories. So anyways, I'll just play a little bit of that tune, and yeah, okay. Here we go. little quick tune.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Nora. That was really great. I don't know, do you know Hazel Dickens' song, since we were talking about coal mining, Fire in the Hole? Have you ever sung that one? It's my absolute favorite. And now I'm thinking we're going to have to get you back, and we're going to have more banjo, more singing, and maybe we can also chat more about, so one of the ways that Nora and I were connected was through the fabulous John Cohen, who was a filmmaker, ethnomusicologist. He performed in the New Lost City Ramblers with Mike Seeger. And it is a long and deep history, all of the folk music. And Nora, I'm so excited about all the ways you are traveling that road. And thanks again for being here and doing this with us. Anna, I'm wondering if you have some questions for Nora.
I so do. Hi again. Oh my gosh, that was magnificent. I was thinking about what you were talking, you mentioned the name of the banjo tune that you were playing and how all of these tunes have like 20 different names. And I find that often when I'm playing with people that sometimes it's helpful to know the tune and so, like the name, and sometimes someone's just got to play it.
Yeah, I mean, that's very true. It's a very interesting thing because sometimes, for one example would be this tune that's called Old Horse and Buggy, but in Kentucky they call it like Kentucky Racehorse or something like that. I don't know. It was something. I may have that like wrong. It's something about a horse, something about a racehorse. And I remember like sitting down and like jamming with some friends while I was down in Kentucky, and like I'll be like, wait, I know this. Like, oh no, I don't know this tune. And then they start playing, and I'm like, oh, well, that was easy for me to learn. I wonder why. But so yeah, it is funny that does happen, and that's a very common occurrence.
Yeah, I have found that in the moment, it's like, wow, I don't know this tune, but somehow it's coming right out of my fingers.
Yeah, I know.
So cool.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I must be learning. I don't know. Yeah, and I think that's like something that's really amazing about old time and just traditional music in general, because there's not it's often that music isn't written down, or like if you think about reading music or like tablature, that's not a very common occurrence. So that just allows for a lot of personal interpretation and alterations that, are purposeful or not purposeful, So I think that is like probably one of my favorite things about the old time music in general.
Yeah, Arlene just mentioned the folk tradition at work. Exactly.
Yeah, so true.
How did you fall into this style or this like space of music? I know that in one of your, maybe it was in your TED Talk, or maybe it was the Tiny Desk, you mentioned that you play a banjo that your dad made. And is that a space that you grew up in, or did you just find it somehow?
I wouldn't say I grew up really listening to, well, I guess I did, but it wasn't necessarily from my parents. Although my dad is actually from Nashville, Tennessee, and my grandparents do play music, so I was around them playing music, but my parents don't really.
Is that Nora who's frozen?
I think so.
Okay, we'll wait just a moment. We'll entertain you with small people calling us in the background. Anna, you're up.
That little one. You have two little ones. They're so cute. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope that Nora can come back soon, because I am loving geeking out about all of these tiny little bits and pieces of the sphere of old time music. I just want to learn everything. I want to learn everything, and I want to know all of the things that she knows.
Yeah, I feel right there with you. So, okay, she's just dropped, which is actually good because it probably means she'll be back in. So in case anybody's interested, it was finished, and that was the issue at hand when we were having small crisis with the finished drink there. I'll talk for just a moment while we're waiting for Nora to pop back in, just to say that so John Cohen, who was the filmmaker and the folklorist that I mentioned a moment ago, was just died just a few years ago. And Nora actually played at his memorial, and it was so beautiful in the years before he died to watch him getting so excited about this at the time 12-year-old. There she is, great 12-year-old banjo player. So hang on, folks. I'm going to see if I can co-host Nora quickly here and get her back on our screens. Here we go. Hello, Nora. We're glad you're back. And hang on one second. We're going to get you unmuted. And here, you should be able to unmute now, Nora.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. My computer does this terrible thing where it randomly shuts down. Like, I don't know why it does it. It's like every day. It's the worst. But sorry, I think I remember what I was saying though. But yeah, I didn't really grow up with old time music in the house until I was like 6 years old. So now on this, because technically, the way I got
Hey, Nora, I don't know if you can hear me. Do you have a second connection? Nora, do you have like a secondary connection that you can get on?
Family tradition or anything like that. That's what I wanted to make the difference there. I used to begin learning ukulele at 6, and I ended up learning from this guy Shlomo, and he strictly taught old time music. So I ended up just kind of.
So Nora, I'm texting you right now to see if you have a secondary connection. I think I remember that you switched from one thing to another while we were on.
Do you hear me now? You hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Yeah, so I began learning from this guy, Shlomo Pesco, and he really strictly taught old-time music. So that is, and at 6, I didn't really recognize the uniqueness or even the special value of old-time music. I really just thought it was like, oh, this is music, this is ukulele music, this is what we're learning. Obviously, I mean, I don't know. I really just, and that way it was kind of like in a way, obviously not like my tradition or something I grew up with or was passed down by my family members, but in that way it feels like, and I think people often are like, Nora, like, why don't you play like pop music like people your age? And like, I do love all genres of music, but like people are like, why do you even like old time music? You know, and those kind of questions, my answer is kind of like, in that way, I did grow up around the music because, you know, if you begin learning before you recognize that it's weird, then it's not going to be weird when you are 15. So, yeah.
Oh, beautiful. I am really enjoying learning more about where your head is as you continue to investigate more about the history of all of this music. I'm so glad that you're here. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you so much. Like I said, I really enjoy doing this kind of thing, and it was great to see everybody on the Zoom.
Yeah, and we are hoping maybe you'll sing a little bit more. Maybe you'll sing a verse and a chorus or a couple choruses.
Oh, right. Yeah, sure. Let me just switch out my guitar.
Yay.
All right, how about we do that last portion of the song, starting from that last verse. I think it's, oh, in my home, right there. If you can still see the lyrics up there, then you got it. Okay. Oh, in my home beyond the dark river, oh, your dear faces no more will I see. Oh, until we meet where there's no more sad parting, oh, won't you come and sing for me? Oh, sing those hymns we sang together, that plain little church with the benches all worn. Oh, how dear to my heart, how precious the moments we stood shaking hands and singing our song. Oh, sing those hymns we sang together, that plain little church with the benches all worn. Oh, how dear to my heart, moments we stood shaking hands and singing our song. Oh, how dear to my heart, how precious the moments we stood shaking hands and singing those songs. All right.
Thank you. Thank you again, Nora. That was absolutely precious. Loved singing with you and definitely hope you'll come back and sing with us another time. Let's all give it up again for Nora. Thank you, Nora. I hope you can see all the happy faces. Thank you, Aaron, for running the tech today. Thank you, Anna Alter, for co-hosting from Some Alternative Roots. Thank you, everybody from Facebook Live for being with us today. And for everybody out there on Facebook Live, in case you missed it, at some point I said, or maybe I said, did I say it? That Nora and Fabrizio actually both contacted me this morning to see whether or not they could switch days, which I absolutely love. They don't know each other and they didn't plan that. So it's Fabrizio tomorrow for our last day of our Next Generations week. And stay tuned for more Next Generations weeks in the future and for more great music. The week after our Next Generations week, we're going to have a Rebels DC week and hope you'll join us for that too. Thank you. Thank you again. Goodbye, everybody out there on Facebook Live.